Hey, now it's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM here with my tag team partner in podcasting.
Hey guys, it's me, Steve, web contributor to 1061evansville.com.
And once again, the owner and the drinker, the sipper, so to speak, of the Too Cool Cup of Awesomeness.
Thank you very much.
That's not even really mine to hand to you, even though I did. It was yours last month, too.
Yeah.
So you're on a win streak.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about last night's Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
All right.
All right, Steve, sum it up in one word.
Awesome.
Whoa, really?
Yes, I was so excited to come in and talk about this show today until I read some Facebook comments this morning.
From me?
Yeah, from you and some of our viewers.
Whoa, I disagree. I thought it was a dud.
Oh wow.
I thought it was flat. I thought it was poorly written, poorly executed.
I couldn't disagree more.
Okay, well that's good. I like disagreements.
Yeah.
Okay, well, where do you want to start then?
Well, let's start at the beginning.
All right, sure. I thought that the opening contest of the club, I don't know if that's officially their name, but Gallows and Anderson, taking on, why can't I think of the name? Who did they take on?
The Samoans?
The Usos. I thought it was fine. I think that Gallows and Anderson had an intensity. I think that the stipulation helped with that intensity. But I mean, it was just, never moved the meter for me. I was just flat the whole time. It was fine, you know. JBL had a really good call. It's like a great way to make an impression is to just beat people up. And I feel like Gallows and Anderson are doing just that.
Yeah.
I feel like them going over was the right choice.
Yes.
Did you have anything else about that match?
Just that two negative things about the pay-per-view. They could have trimmed the fat and not had that match, or it could have been a kickoff match.
Boy, I didn't think that was fat that needed to be trimmed, but because I do know where the fat could have been trimmed, and we'll get to that here in a few matches. What was the second match? There was another tag team match. This match I didn't pay a lot of attention to. I had to tend to a puppy who had to go potty. I had to tend to a pizza in the oven. But New Day taking on and defeating Vaudevillains. That was one of our disagreements. That's the only one, though, that I got the upper hand on.
Yeah.
New Day walking away with the victory over Vaudevillains. I don't have much to say about it since I didn't really watch it.
I mean, a great, entertaining match. I mean, New Day never lets me down in a tag match anymore. I think they really kind of brought it out of the Vaudevillains. And rightfully, they won.
Okay.
They deserved to.
Okay. And then came Jericho and Ambrose. I noticed you're wearing an Ambrose Asylum shirt. This was an Asylum match. And this is where the fat needed to be trimmed, if you ask me. Did you like this match?
I did like this match.
Oh, wow. I couldn't disagree more. This match felt so painfully long. I thought the psychology was way, way off in it. It was gimmicky. It was not funny. I just thought it was dumb. I really didn't like it. Go ahead.
I mean, it was gimmicky. But that's where it worked. I mean, the use of the weapons. Where else are you going to hear that Ambrose poked Jericho in the ear with a mop?
Do you want to hear that?
I do want to hear that. That was hilarious to me. It just came out of nowhere because you're never going to hear that. And yeah, the match was a little bit long, but it was spot. It had big spots, and they broke the thumbtack rule. The rule is if you get the thumbtacks out, you go in them. Jericho went in them. That was an amazing spot to me.
Okay, thumbtacks I do always mark out for. I do like the thumbtacks. I also liked how they teased around the thumbtacks for a while too, and then you kind of thought they weren't going to do anything with them, and then you kind of forgot about them, for lack of a better term, and they came back to it. But oh my goodness, I thought it was just painful. Jericho, how many times is he going to ask the ref to open the door? Are we supposed to think that he's literally brain dead? I didn't like that. When the spot happened where Jericho had the barbed wire 2x4 and Ambrose had the nunchucks, they were setting up for something I thought that could have been kind of interesting there. And then Jericho just swings and misses, and then for some reason drops the 2x4 and walks into some nunchuck shots. And then later on, Jericho got the nunchucks, started pelting Ambrose with it. Ambrose is selling them like they're gunshots, like they're really painful, which is fine. And Jericho just hits him with it twice and then just throws him down. I don't understand where this psychology is coming from. Jericho's a guy who usually has a good, ring psychology. I didn't like this match, and it was so long.
It was long, but I enjoyed it, and the spots made up for the lulls.
I'm glad that you feel that way and that you enjoyed it, and we disagree on it, but we definitely do. Yeah. I thought that match was embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
Actually, I think we skipped a match.
Yeah, Rusev and Kalisto.
We skipped a few because I didn't mean to go out of order. I'm going in the order I had them written down in from the prediction show. There was the Intercontinental title match in there, and that was fantastic.
That was fantastic.
That was the match of the night.
I disagree. But
Oh,
go ahead.
really? All right. Yeah, I thought that was the best match of the night. The possible maybe the main event you could argue was.
Yes, that's what I think was.
Okay, but I mean, I thought that the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental title certainly was. I'm not calling it a match of the year. I've been seeing some people throw that term around.
Yeah.
No, I don't get that from that match personally, but that was the match of the night in my opinion.
Yeah, you don't throw that term around so loosely. Basically, they did what we expected. We expected a great match from 4 great competitors, and they gave us that. They didn't exceed my expectations.
That's true. Yeah, I would say it's a fair way to sum it up. In fact, I would even say I may have expected a little bit more personally. Yeah. I did love, man, that Sami Zayn sunset flip dealio over Cesaro. I don't think you'll ever see it look that fluid ever again. No. 2 pros in there doing their thing, and I really like that spot. Yeah. It just looked good. One thing I don't like, I've been seeing Cesaro do this from time to time. Like, okay, Cesaro's got that deal where, like, he keeps on nipping up when he's got, like, when someone's got a standing armbar on him. Mm-hmm. He'll keep nipping up. I like that sparingly, like distracting spots like that. Yeah. But if he's doing it every match, I find that to be annoying. It's like a spot that's like really uncommon. It's an uncommon position for a wrestler to find himself in, and it's a big deal when it happens. So I don't like when it happens every match. I feel like it should happen occasionally. Yeah. You can do it on the house shows when you're not on TV, but save it for TV, like, you know, at the big shows.
Yeah, I feel that way about a lot of different moves where they shouldn't be used.
Yeah, I mean, if you
I definitely agree. See what you're saying.
Look, I mean, like, okay, the Bronco Buster I know is X-Pac's, like, trademark move.
Yeah.
But how often are guys passed out in the corner? Like, that only happens in X-Pac and Rikishi matches. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's annoying. Yeah. If you save it for once in a while, it's more believable than when it happens every single match, personally. So that's the way I feel about that. I don't want to sound like I'm coming down on the Fatal 4-Way. I loved it.
I did too.
Rusev and Kalisto, as you mentioned, I don't think they have great chemistry.
They don't, but it's hard to. I mean, Rusev's big and stiff, and Kalisto's super quick.
Yeah, but like even he had better chemistry with Ryback than he did with Rusev, I thought, personally. Do you agree, disagree?
Yeah, I can see that.
That's just what I thought about that. I was only annoyed because Kalisto lost. First of all, it made me lose the Cup of Awesomeness, which was frustrating. But second of all, why? What? This was a title people cared about earlier in the year, going into WrestleMania, and like the end of 15, early 16 was a very important title.
Yeah, this one you can blame on creative because I think they have more progressional stories for Rusev than they do Kalisto, unfortunately.
I almost thought that it was kind of an FU to Ryback.
Yeah,
in a way.
It could very well be.
I'd like to think they were above that, but that was the vibe I got from it. Ryback's been trying for months to get it and didn't. Yeah. And now for no reason out of nowhere, Rusev sweeps in and just takes it. I just thought that was annoying.
Yeah.
The women's match was what it was. The ending kind of was, I kind of called that a little bit. I mean, it wasn't like Flair or one of his cronies, but it was still an interference where they're kind of trying to swerve you from an interference.
Yeah, that's my second, I guess, negative thing to say is I expect a little bit more out of that match.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, it's like, and did Dana Brooke kind of, does that fit into a storyline that I'm not noticing?
I think they put it there because of Emma being injured, because Dana Brooke was with Emma.
Okay,
and
sure.
They were starting that, then Emma got injured, so I think this is a throw-in.
She got seriously injured too, didn't she?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so we'll that was that. You know, what did I miss? There was Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler in the pre-show.
Yeah, you didn't miss that.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that. I just, not much to say there.
Yeah, it's not noteworthy. Corbin went over. So.
And then go ahead with the main event, why don't you? Because it seems like you loved it.
I did. Oh, I loved it.
It was good. I didn't think it was the best. It was the second best match of the night, personally.
Okay, I think it was the best. I think it was one of Roman Reigns' top 3 physical performances to date.
AJ Styles brings the best out of him.
He brought it out himself too. But yeah, AJ Styles definitely helped in that match. And I want to go on one rant. When a guy puts another guy through a table, and you still have to chant, "You still suck," you're just doing it to fit in. it's okay if you don't like Roman Reigns, but if they do something awesome, if that was any other guy, they'd be chanting "Holy shit" or "This is awesome." But just the wrestling hipsters have to still tell him he sucks.
I
and
think
that
he sucks.
annoyed me.
I mean, you know, I think he sucks.
But that spot was awesome, and they still had to ruin that, and that irked me.
Well, okay, who deserves credit for that spot, though? I mean, AJ Styles deserves the credit for the spot, right?
Well, I mean, because he's light, but I mean, Roman Reigns got him up there.
I mean, sure, I won't take away from the great spot, but I will say he still sucks. I mean, he's failing as a champion. He's failing bad. Now, let me say this. AJ Styles brought the best out of him. He does have okay matches from time to time. It's his personality and his character that is just absent for me. I can't stand that. Now, that being said, they did intrigue me and hook me at the end. With Rollins' return, I can sink my teeth into a Rollins-Reigns feud. That I can get behind. It was kind of brewing before Rollins got injured with the Shield breakup. They never really fleshed that out, I feel like. Now that Reigns is kind of holding the title that Rollins never lost, there's opportunity here for greatness. Mm-hmm. I hope Reigns doesn't blow it. I really hope he doesn't blow it.
Oh, this storyline won't be blown. They know each other so well. It'll be one of Reigns' better performances, physically, not verbally. I am happy that they waited until the finish of the AJ Styles match. I'm glad they didn't take that away from AJ Styles.
You mean that they waited till after the match?
Yeah. Even though AJ lost, I'm still glad that the match finished before Rollins came out. Stoked Rollins is back. I can't wait to see what he does next.
It sounds like you loved the show last night.
I did.
Wow, I didn't.
I would have trimmed that first match because I don't think it was needed, and I would have given the Divas a little bit more. Other than that, I give the overall show an A-.
An A-.
A-. I'm dead serious. I'm not trolling or joking or anything. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay, good for you.
I mean, the false finishes, the Asylum match. I mean, from start to finish, I was invested in that pay-per-view.
I'm teetering honestly between a C- and a D+.
Wow.
But you know what? I appreciate you sticking by your guns. I like having disagreements as long as they're genuine. It's the same way you feel about On the Air. It's like as long as you feel that way passionately, fight for it. We just disagree, and that's totally cool. It's what this is about. Let us know in the comments. You know, did you love it or did you hate it? You know, and
bring them on.
Troll one of us. You know.
Oh, I'm getting trolled. I already know it.
You think it's you?
Yeah, bring it on.
Okay, well let's find out. Leave us the comments. We want to know what you thought about Payback last night. We have lots to talk about tomorrow because there'll be Raw tonight, and then we'll have we need to talk about what happened with Cody Rhodes and Goldust.
Oh wow.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Cody Rhodes walked out.
Oh, wow.
He quit WWE this weekend.
Yeah, then we definitely have to talk about that.
Yeah, and Goldust, I'm not sure if he quit with them or just left the building with him, like to calm him down, but he gave his notice and said, peace, I'm out. Left the SmackDown tapings and said, I don't want to work here anymore. So we'll get into that and tonight's Raw tomorrow on Post to Post. So for myself, The Rob, and my tag team partner, Steve.
Hello, ladies.